All right. Part two. His second question was, are you able to have a relationship without lies? And I paused for a moment. And he was like, And I was just like, I don't know if you're able to exist as a human without lies. You know, I think the best tell the truth over 95% of the time. But my answer was, I don't know if you're able to, be a human without lies, and lies are beautiful. You have fiction and you have nonfiction. Which movies are more entertaining to watch? You know what I mean? What's more amazing than the Avengers or X-Men or Lord of the Rings or Star Wars or any of these movies? They're not true. And I think lies have that same, to lie to someone. He said, you lied to protect. I don't know if that's necessarily true. Let me rewind a little bit. I just want to make sure I'm covering everything that I want to say. I think I lost it. But anyway, lie to protect. Lie to protect. In certain cases it is, but the truth can also protect. I think my guy may have just been going through something in his personal life and wanted something raw, some raw thoughts. And I gave him something raw. Because I said, depending on a man's status, or depending on the status of either sex, a super bad woman can tell you the upfront truth, and you either deal with it or you don't. And that's the same thing with, a guy who's a multi-millionaire or billionaire. As a billionaire, it doesn't matter. As a multi-millionaire, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? This woman has to choose between her pride and her lifestyle. So if the guy's in power with a ton of money, his partner is going to have to eat a lot if he's that kind of guy. But this is just the truth and the lie portion of that. If you're the guy, you have a ton of money, right? You don't really have to lie as much as a guy who doesn't have money. There's like there's much more freedom. There's much more freedom with the woman who's super bad, and this guy doesn't want to lose this super bad lady, you know? There's this story with Karen Steffens, however you pronounce her first name. But she would just straight up tell dudes, like, look, if Lil Wayne calls me, I'm going to see him. Take it or leave it. If you look at Dan Bilzerian or whoever, man, I'm hoping and I'm thinking that you understand what I'm saying at this point. You know, and it was at that point that he left. I was like, you know, a guy who's getting money doesn't really have to lie like that. He really doesn't. I mean, he can, but, you know, and I guess in those situations, he's lying to protect her feelings. You know, because, you know, this guy, you know, like I said, has more freedom. I feel like I'm talking in circles now. But the health advice that I have today just came to me. It just came to me. Grounding, planting, grounding. Placing your feet directly onto the ground with no shoes on, barefoot, straight on the ground. It's called grounding or planting, and it's said to remove inflammation from the body. It's like it's a natural thing. It's a natural, like, the same way, you know, it's just what the human body does naturally. You know, I wish I knew what it was called. I haven't done much research on grounding, but look up grounding, look up planting. You know, planting your barefoot on the ground. You know, especially while you're getting some sunlight. You know. It was something I heard that said the part of the let me not even say that. That's ridiculous. But try that. Try the planting. Look it up. You know what I mean? Look it up too. But yeah, man, that's it for me. This is part 2 for today, because, you know, I gotta shoot these videos when it's on my mind, because I may skip a day. human.